Hey guys, this is Tom with the Strength Agenda. Today we're going to be talking about making your own pair of lifting straps. People have been asking a couple of questions here and there about, making straps, when to use them, and all that stuff. So I figured what I would do is a two-part series for the Strength Agenda on lifting straps. I'm going to do an article on, why you should use them, how you should use them, when you should use them, and all that stuff. But I figured in order to explain how to make your own pair, that doing a video would be better for you guys. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and go over. My personal opinion is you should never buy a pair of weightlifting straps from a site. I think they charge way too much for them. 20 bucks for a pair of lifting straps is way too much in my opinion. I think it's a lot easier if you just make your own pair, okay? For that 20 bucks, you could probably make a year's supply of straps for yourself. What I've done in the past, I just looked it up here. You can go to any store that sells rock climbing equipment, REI, Dick's Sporting Goods, stuff like that. Go and you can buy a box of webbing for their rock climbing gear. Kind of looks like this. Has nylon in it. Heck, I remember one time I cut up one of my dog's leashes and used that for a lifting strap because I busted a pair and I needed a pair and a fix. Wife wasn't too happy about that, but you know what? It got the job done. So, but like I said, if you're going to look for a material, I even have seen people go to like a Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something and get the material. So if you can, get the stuff with the nylon in it. I prefer that, all right? Cut yourself a nice long piece, as you see I've done here. And then what I do is I will make you make a little loop by putting the two ends together. And you want the loop to be a little bit longer than your hand, all right? You don't want it to be too much longer because when you go to wrap the strap around the bar, you don't want too much material wrapped around there, but you also don't want it too short because you want to be able to make sure that you get the strap all the way around. So, based on your hand size, like I have a little bit of a bigger hand, so I know somebody came into the gym not too long ago with some smaller straps, and I couldn't even get them all the way around the bar. Defeats the purpose of using them if you ask me. So, I don't know why that's leaning like that. That was weird. Sorry. So, like I said, measure out your hand. Just give it a little bit, a little bit past your fingertips. That's about good right there. And when I make these straps, I actually have a specific way that I lace them. But first off, if you get the reason I want you to get the nylon pair is because when you cut the ends, I've already fused these ends, but all you need is a little lighter here. Ooh, pyrotechnics. But it's easy to fuse the end of them because when you cut it, it's going to fray. And as you're lifting, it's going to fall apart a little bit, and you don't want that to happen. So take a lighter to the end of it. If you're a kid or something like that, don't take a lighter unless your mom and dad says it's okay or have them do it for you. But take a lighter, fuse the end of it so it doesn't fray for you, so you have a nice, tight little ending right there, okay? And then what you kind of do, it's very simple. You take them, put one right over the other. If I am using these straps for my, gotta think about this for a second, for my right hand, I put the outside strap over the top. That makes sense, all right? So as I'm holding it here, just as you're wrapping the bar, it's a lot easier for the strap and it doesn't like bind and twist and bunch up and all that. And then so if I'm using, for the left hand, I put the outside strap on the left side over. So I just kind of rotate it depending on the side that you're taping. But when you figure out what side you're going to tape, you just put the two ends together, get yourself a piece of tape, and just get it wrapped around there as tightly as possible. All right. You don't have to wrap it too far down, and you just get the end of it, just the tip, and just get it wrapped around there. Right. Plain and simple lifting strap ready to go to use. I made a pair about, I would say like 3-4 months ago, and there's not even a tear or a small tear in them. They're a little worn around where they would wrap around the barbell or where they go on my wrist, but these are nice and flexible. They're not too rough. You don't have to spend too much time trying to break them in, and they last forever. Like I said, I have a pair that I was using, or that I'm still using, that I made a couple months ago when I was at California Strength. I made a pair like the first day I got there, and they literally lasted till I moved to South Carolina. And then I lost them somehow. I might have given them to somebody, I don't remember. But my point is, they're cheap. You can make them yourself. It's not that hard, and they last a long time. So Get yourself some webbing. Make sure it has the nylon in it. Make sure you have some sort of a heat source so you can fuse the end of it so it doesn't fray. Cut it only so it's a little bit longer. The strap itself, once you've looped it, is only a little bit longer than your fingertip, and then tape the end of it. That's all you have to do. I mean, if you have somebody that's really good with a sewing machine, you can have them stitch the end of it. I tape it. It does come undone every once in a while, but then you just take a little piece of athletic tape and put it right back around there. All right, so that is that. A simple way to make yourself a pair of lifting straps. All right, if you guys have any questions or you have any comments, please post them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to answer and give you guys the information that you want. You guys want some great recipes? We got a bunch of good stuff coming up on the site. Plus, we have a lot of good guest writers that are turning in some articles for The Strength Agenda. So go to www.thestrengthagenda.com, check out our recipes, check out the old articles that we have up there, and be on the lookout for a lot of our new articles that are coming out. Thanks, guys. Later.